to my channel. It's Rups, and today I'm doing a favorites, and I don't know what I'm gonna call it. Favorites and flops? Hits and misses? I don't know. I want to do something a little bit original, so I'm gonna have a little think about it, but for now I'm gonna just call it favorites and flops. I've got a fair amount of favorites to show you guys, both skincare and makeup, and I've got a few flops to show you guys that I wasn't a massive fan of. So let's jump straight into the favorites. So my first favorite of the month are two skincare items, and I use them kind of in conjunction with each other, but I do use one on a nightly basis every day. And the first thing I use is the Mizon Apple Smoothie Peeling Gel. Now, I used this in a previous video of mine. Yeah, I actually filmed that only like a few days ago, but I already know I love this. Like, I'm not even gonna pretend that I need to give it a month to see how it works, because this is so good. I've been using it every day since I filmed that video, and my skin feels so much smoother, and it really does feel like the texture has changed a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to keep using this for a few more weeks to really see a benefit, but at the moment I am really loving this. So next skincare item is the Caudalie Vine Active Overnight Detox Oil. This is a dry oil that's supposed to help regenerate your skin overnight. So if anyone has used the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Oil, it's very similar. The concept of this oil is very similar to that. However, I feel like this oil is better because I do have that one too. But I feel like the Kiehl's one's a little bit more heavy, and when I wake up in the morning, I have a film of oil on my face when I use that. Whereas this one, it really does absorb straight into my skin. If I have any redness or any spots that are like a bit angry, I really do feel like this calms it down. So I don't know what's in it that makes it do that, but it is really good. And I got this from Cult Beauty when they had like a 15% off sale, so I'm gonna be sad because I actually know I already want to repurchase this when it finishes, and I'm gonna have to pay full price for it. So that's the Caudalie Vine Active Overnight Detox Oil. It is awesome. And the last skincare item is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. Now this is a brand new one because I literally finished the last tub of this last week, and I've had it since about February, I think, so it's lasted like 3-4 months, and I use it almost on a daily basis. When I have a full face on, definitely have to use that, because if you do wear makeup, or you wear quite a lot of makeup, or if you just wear makeup like once in a blue moon, but you like to have the squeaky clean face without that tightness and drying feeling that some cleansers can give you after removing and stripping all your makeup, then definitely give this a go. The only thing I would say about this that's a little bit gross is the fact that you've got to sort of put your fingers in to spread the product all over your face. So now that I've got a brand new one, I'm going to leave a little spatula next to it so I don't have to touch it, because it did really gross me out by the end. It was just like got a bit of brown makeup and stuff. That's why I'm not even showing you that one. It's just so gross. Okay, my next favourite is a makeup favourite now, and it is the Bobbi Brown Light Medium Tint SPF 25 Tinted Moisturising Balm. And it looks like this. You get, how much product do you get? So you get 30 ml, so you'd get the same as what you'd get in a standard foundation. And it's a glass jar that looks like this. And as you can probably tell, I've got quite a nice dent in there, and the reason I really like this is that it really melts into my skin. It gives me a really dewy glow, and it just doesn't look like there's any foundation on your face. And obviously, because it's a tinted moisturizer, it's not supposed to look like, you know, foundation on your skin. So it's a very low maintenance tinted moisturizer. But don't be fooled by the title of tinted moisturizer. We'll definitely be using this in upcoming no makeup tutorials, so that you guys can see that it does actually have a little bit of coverage. I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's full coverage. It's far from it, but it definitely does even out your skin tone, and it gives you a really healthy glow. So I have been adoring this month, and with the SPF 25, with this crazy heat wave we've been having, this could not have come in handy any sooner, seriously. The next face product that I have been absolutely loving is the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette, and I didn't expect to love this. I will say I am really enjoying this. I think she knocked it out of the park with this product in particular, because It's a good amount of product. It's really good. It was £40, so it's still not cheap, but considering that the Anastasia ones are around the same price, I didn't really think too much of it. Now, my favorite thing about this is definitely the cream highlighter here. As you can see, I've got a massive dent in this, and it's in the shade Capri. And if I haven't mentioned, this is the Pink Sands edition, because she's got two, Gold Sands and Pink Sands. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it feels like a how can I put it? It feels like a putty, but it's not. It does almost turn into a powder, so you kind of don't have to put anything on top of it. But if you put any of those other shades in the palette on top, it really does emphasize it, and it looks crazy. It looks amazingly pigmented. It's so bright, and it's just perfect for this time of year. So I've been really loving this. So, and sticking to the highlighter trend, I guess, if you want to call it that, I have been absolutely adoring the Sephora Radiant Luminizing drops. Now, this is in the shade Morning Light. I think this is the darker of the two shades they have, and this is just beautiful. What you see is what you get. It will go on as this beautiful wash of highlight, and it remains that way, and you don't need to set it with anything, but if you do, it will just radiate even more. But I do like using it on its own in combination with my tinted moisturizer, because I feel like I look like I've got a natural glow, a real natural glow, because there's no glitter in this. There's nothing in it that kind of suggests that you're wearing anything on your face, because again, it melts into your skin so beautifully. So I absolutely adore this. Now, moving swiftly on to the eyes, I have 4 products to show you guys for the eyes, and the first one is actually not even an eyeshadow. There was a standout product for this month, and that is the Stila Magnificent Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Sunset Cove, and it looks like this. I've used it a couple of times this month for various different occasions I've had to go to and various different parties, and it's just stunning. I mean, the swatch doesn't even do it justice, but it's a beautiful duochrome with a hint of green and with a hint of blue, and when the light hits it, it just, you know, it just goes all different colors. So good, and it's worth every single penny. I'm still waiting for the UK to get these, because I still don't think they're available here yet. But if you do live in Canada or the US, you need to snap this up, because this is just gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning, and more than anything, it's really unique as a product and as a color. So it's really worth, you know, it's worth how much it is, because it's really hard to get something like this at the drugstore, or even like, well, apparently even in the UK. So if you can get it, snap it up. It is amazing. The next product is the Urban Decay and Jean-Michel Basquiat Glide On Eye Pencil, 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Anatomy, and it's this like reddish brown color. I've been wearing this a lot in the month of July, and I don't even know why, because it's typically quite a autumnal kind of shade, but I've just been obsessed with it. I just love this color. It's so different. I'm sure you could get this in a lip liner and probably use it in the same way, but obviously if it says it's an eyeliner, it's obviously a lot more eye safe. So I did choose to buy a backup of this, because I was worried that when this finishes, I'm going to be upset. And then I see that the Naked Heat, I think, is that what it's called? The Urban Decay Naked Heat collection? I think that's what it's called. In that collection, there is a very similar coloured eye pencil to this. But so what I will tell you is, as far as I'm aware, last time I looked, all of these pencils were on sale, so that includes the green one and the blue one, and they were going for about £13, and they normally retail for £16.50. So if you check out House of Fraser, Selfridges, I think even Sephora and Debenhams, they will all have this on sale at the moment. So again, if this is something you were interested in but you thought it was too expensive, it's now on sale. The last 2 products for eyes, one is a pair of eyelashes, which I am absolutely obsessed with, by the brand Ilashes, and they are in the style Serena. They do look really beautiful, and they do kind of look natural, so I am a massive fan of these eyelashes, and I think they were only like £2.50 or something. They were so cheap. So even if you hate them, they're £2.50, so you can never really go wrong with a pair of eyelashes like this. And they're made with human hair, so no animal was harmed in the makeup. The next eye makeup item is the Glamoureyes £15 custom glitter palette. And I'm not going to tip them out like this, because I think they might fall out, because I haven't secured them in properly. But they look like this, and you can get any shade you want in a custom 15 palette for about £18, so it's really, really inexpensive. And the reason I really like this is that you don't need a glitter glue to make them stick and have the opacity that you would need normally with a glitter, a loose glitter. And with some pressed glitters that I've used, because I've used about 3 different brands of pressed glitter, and they've been okay, they haven't been bad. But when I first used this, that's when I realized that this is what I've been missing all my life in terms of pressed glitters, because they are actually so good and the price of them are really good as well. The only thing I would, you know, criticize is that the packaging is a bit crap, because these kind of fall out quite easily, so you have to be quite delicate with them. But if they do fall out, all I would say is just stick a magnet on the back, like one of the Z palette magnets, and just put them in a Z palette or a any magnetic palette that you might have, and then they'll be fine. It's just that in this, it just doesn't stay that well because the bottoms aren't magnetized. But just to demonstrate how pigmented they are, I'll just, which one shall I pick? I'm just going to swipe my finger in this one, and you can see how pigmented it is. And I barely swiped that at all, so that's really, really impressive. And my final favourite for this month of July is the Ofra liquid lipstick in Laguna Beach. So this is one of my favourite liquid lipsticks to date. I don't know whether it's the formula, whether it's the colour, but everything about this particular liquid lipstick just like makes me so happy inside. It was £11, so it wasn't very pricey. And it's just a beautiful My Lips but better kind of shade. So I think it's the colour that really, really works for me. It's actually one of my favourite formulas. And I don't know why they don't get as much hype as they probably should, because it's a really good product and they're really, really nice. And they smell like cake. I mean, what more do you want? I have 2 products that have absolutely failed me this month. And the first one is a makeup product, and this is the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. Now, I'm not going to disagree that this is naturally radiant and this is hydrating, because it is absolutely beautiful in that respect. It makes your under eyes feel so hydrated. But here is the problem I have. I have fine lines under my eyes. They're not like intense or anything. I don't really need to powder it when I have a good concealer on. It's not like that bad, but whenever I wear this, I have a myriad of problems. Whatever is on my eyes, whether it's mascara or whether it's a liquid, it's a waterproof eyeliner, it will transfer. It will transfer right here and sit here and basically mix with the concealer, so that you end up with like greyish under eye. What it's supposed to do completely gets thrown out the window, because it will just mix and it will just look disgusting and it'll look horrible. And this is after setting it. And that's what annoys me the most, because I appreciate the fact that this is really hydrating, and I really, really like the fact that it's got such a nice finish to it, but it only lasts 5 minutes, because the minute you set it, it looks like any other concealer at that point. And for some reason, the oils or whatever emollients are in here starts to come out and you start creasing again. And I just don't see the point in a concealer that flipping creases all the time. I'm so sick of trying to make this work. I've had this for 2 months and I cannot make this work for me. I've tried it with powder, I've tried it with baking, I've tried to not wear eyeliner with this, I've not worn mascara with this. Anytime, any way I use this, it does not work. This shit is going in the bin, because it is so bad as a concealer. It does not do what it's supposed to do, and it just creases all over the place. So if you've even got one line under your eye, do not buy this. It is a waste of money. The only thing that pissed me off more than the Born This Way concealer is this. Yes, the Way Dry Shampoo Foam. I distinctly remember using the Tresemme dry shampoo in a foam pump, because that was new for then. Nobody else had done it before, and it didn't work with that either, to be honest, and you had to use a hairdryer with that. But that was part of the instructions. It said very clearly, pump it into your hand and blow dry your hair, so that the dry shampoo in foam version could clean your hair like a shampoo would. So to me it was kind of pointless, because I just wanted to spray and go. So when I saw that this one came out, I thought, well, you know, this one doesn't tell you to use a hairdryer, so this must be better than the Tresemme one. Plus the Tresemme one is, you know, nowhere to be seen anymore. But this is shit. This makes your hair look more greasy than when you began. And just to demonstrate, because I feel like I feel very strongly about how much I dislike this. I didn't actually wash my hair in time for this video. I wanted to show how this works. So I'm going to do exactly as it says. I'm going to shake up this bottle and I'm using it on dry, dirty hair. Shake it up, work a palm full product into your hair and scalp, reapply as needed. As you can probably see, it hasn't actually done very much. Obviously, it looks a little bit more volumed because I've pumped up some air and stuff into my hair. I've put something in it. So there's a little bit more volume to it, but I can guarantee you that will fall the minute I stop filming because that's just how it always is. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't absorb the oils in your hair. It doesn't make your hair look less greasy. It just does nothing. It smells really, really good. I'll give it that. It smells amazing. But other than it smelling good, it does nothing else. I just find it to be a complete and utter waste of money. So unless you've got a lot of money to throw down the toilet, then you can buy this, but don't waste your money. It's not good. So that was it for all my favourites and floppages for the month. I will try and think of a good name for this video at some point. Let me know what your favourites and flops were this month. I'll leave where I got all my favourites, and I won't put where I got these from because they're shit. All in the description bar below. Don't forget to like and thumbs up this video so that so people can find my videos a little bit easier. It will really help me out. And don't forget to hit that little notification bell because then you'll know when I'm going to upload another video. So thank you guys for watching and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.